Well, welcome everyone. This is your friend King Bear D. I was just watching the news, and of course I watch the news all the time, don't I? I'm always watching the news. That you can bet on, okay? But anyway, they're not encouraging gambling, so you know, just a figure of speech. But anyway, I was listening to, all of the hullabaloo about uh, the bomb scare. And then there was the thing in regards of uh, oh, the thing where the president had said those a-hole countries, and why should we let them, come over here? And how come we don't allow some other country to come over? And you know, it's really, honestly and truly a shame that we have to go through this with every administration. We went through this with the Obama administration, and because there was a lot of white supremacists that oppose to him being in the White House because he was not even an American. He was a Muslim from Kenya. Do they have Muslims in Kenya? I would imagine they probably do. But uh, these these types of things that take place, and it's like comparing, the cliche of apples to oranges, and whereas oranges are juicy and apples are rock hard, and which is solid. So I would imagine I would have to take the side with the apple because, you know, I have to say that my my purpose in this existence is solid. I'm pretty solid about my purpose and the things that I need to uh, do for my father. That my father, he has prepped me through and through to do what I need to do, and he directs me in the righteous way to continue to bless me with my thoughts to keep me focused each and every day. So in the meantime, we Americans, we have to look at what's taking place. And then weigh out what's real and what's not real. You know, um, when Michael Flynn, he went ahead and he's pleaded guilty for misleading the government, in other words, lying. And then there is the other guy, um, who they say was just an errand boy who pleaded guilty, and and then there was also that guy from Russia who also pleaded guilty, turned himself in. Uh, and Manafort, who also has turned himself over to the government. But now, see, all of these people that I just spoke about, regardless if I could remember their names or not, I'm sure you have an idea of what I'm speaking about in regards of collusion. And Trump even opening up his mouth that they have not found any collusion when everyone that was in his election cabinet, uh, most of them have been indicted or they have turned themselves in to the courts. And where is he getting this that there has not been any collusion found? When he have all these people that have been indicted and have turned themselves over to the law in reference to the conspiracy theory of treason. So how can he say that still no collusion has been found? Do he know what he's talking about? Do he have any idea? Just due to the fact that when Michael Flynn turning himself in, and Paul Manafort and the young guy who had supposed to been just an errand boy, Patapoulos. So you know who I'm talking about. I can't pronounce his name. Anyway, he that he was just an errand boy, and now okay, and Donald Trump's son-in-law, and also, even though his son has not turned himself in, he will eventually. And so there are a number of individuals that are has already been lined up to be questioned in regards of the Russia investigation. And so now they want to interview Donald Trump, and Donald Trump say he wants to be interviewed over the phone. So no one can see him sweat. So no one can see his expressions on his face of guilt. That's what that's about. Do it over the phone. And they can see you squirm. So where they can't see you squirm, even though he still will be heard lying through his teeth, because that's have become a pretty regular thing with him, lying. And all of his compadres know that he everything comes out of his mouth is a lie. He has lied before he even accepted the nomination for running for president, when he said that Barack Obama was not from America and that he was a Muslim. Okay? So, I don't even know why they would have wanted to even elect him as being a candidate for president when he was lying all along. And everybody knew he was. Everybody knew that Barack Obama was indefinitely from America. And then after that, when he had accepted his candidacy for running for president, then after he gets elected, then he sits there and he grins and smiles all in Barack Obama's face in the White House as the changing of the guards commenced. And once he was out, he told the bald-faced lie, another lie, that Barack Obama was having his hotel phones tapped. Talking about paranoid. Yeah, boy. And all along, check it out. Brock has shown he is not not even thinking about Trump. He just sitting back chilling, You don't hear a whole bunch of hullabaloo about what Trump will do from Barack, so but and then not only that, he's still crying the blues about Hillary. He's in the White House. Leave that woman alone. Just run the country, man. Come on. Run the country. Leave that woman alone. It's just ridiculous. It truly is. The way we have this grown old man still blowing his nose and crying about Hillary. I think he's in love with her. That is what it is. He's in love with Hillary. It gotta be. It's gotta be. He cannot get Hillary off his mind. All this time. He's in the White House. He's the president of the United States. Hillary hasn't said a word about him. Neither has Barack Obama. But these are the two people that he just cannot get off his mind. And if a country let this man off easy, he's creating all this for us to take our focus off the fact that he did, in fact, conspired with the Russians to commit treason. Very serious crime. He betrayed his own country. That is, if he truly is an American. You know the movie that um, Jolie Angelina Jolie played in called um, Salt, where she was this Russian opulent to was raised from a child into an adult into America to once she got into on the staff of the White House as a lawyer to be a part of a conspiracy to murder the president, whoever that may have been. And that is what that movie was about. Could it be that Trump was raised to get into the White House? I mean, because he do have property over in Russia. He do have money over in Russia. He has dealt with Russia for quite some time. Do we have a spy acting as the president of the United States of America? Could it be? I mean, he comes up with his wild and crazy speculations about Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. Come on, let's come up with something about him. Let's make something wild about him. Let's come up with some type of suspicions about why is he all up into Vladimir's Putin. Why is he walking behind Vladimir smelling his Putin? Yeah, I thought that was a good one myself. But anyway, we had this psych, psychosomatic individual that is in the White House that everybody knows this man is crazy. The things he say, the things he do. Why has not anyone pulled him out yet and made that claim that he is mentally unfit? He's mentally incapable of fulfilling the duties of president. Because that is the case. We know it is. So long as we continue to play his game, he will make it all the way and receive his fame. And what fame that is up to us. Will his fame be victorious as a president while he leads us on and on and on and on until he complete his term? I don't believe that he has that type of ability, nor should he receive that type of respect from the government and, most of all, the American people. So long as we continue to play this Sesame Street game that we have with the Cookie Monster in the White House, the Count, and all the rest of the characters of Sesame Street. We got to get this Child's Play Chucky from out of the White House, because Chucky should be done by now. If we continue to allow this nightmare to maintain in the White House and continue to play games with that young man over in North Korea. Did you see 60 Minutes? North Korea got some thousands of nuclear weapons aimed at the United States of America, and they are capable of reaching its destiny. So we need to pull that guy from out of the White House, have someone with the stability to talk diplomacy, because he has not the capabilities or the education to conduct any kind of diplomacy, any types of negotiation of peace conclusions with anyone. We need to get him out. He is no leader at all. Everybody is running the country except for who? Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not running the country. Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan is running the country. There is the true president and vice president. Paul Ryan is the president. Mitch McConnell is vice president. Donald Trump is just the dummy, while the ventriloquist that's speaking for him is making sure that they make him look like a dummy. That's what he is. Because he has not been running the country. We need to understand that. And if we do not be more concerned about this madman that's sitting in the White House, we will be sorry. We will regret. History will pay for the way we have allowed this madman to play. This King David D came here to see and to ask you and to understand that it is something that we can do and something that we should do. So, as I always say, each and every day, that I love you. Do you love me?